I get it. I've got nerves in my body that I haven't actually had for a really long time. And I think that's because what I'm about to say is really big for me. And it's really simple. Something that doesn't get talked about a lot, but I love talking about vulnerability. It actually gives me confidence. Whereas most people run away from it, and I'm like, yeah, let's talk about it. You know, it's my thing. I'll sit down with D&M, and my goodness, Irish people love to have tea. So I'm assuming you love a good D&M too. So the one thing I want to say really simply is, I think at the age of 32, I've completely and utterly fallen in love with myself. Because let's just have a show of hands, right? I'm going to ask you questions that will make you feel uncomfortable, but there's real power in this. So let's see who's with me. How many of you would say that you're in love with yourself? Hands up. Right up, come on. Yes! Now the other thing is, for the rest of us in the room who are going, oh God, I can't admit that. Or maybe you're going, actually, that's really tender for me, don't ask me that. I just want to say to the people who put your hands up, well done. Congratulations, because the inner journey you must have been on to be able to put your hand up is a big deal. And I think for those of you who don't put your hands up, that's cool too. Show yourself some kindness. Maybe it's too much for you, you're tired, who knows? But I want to say to those who put your hands up, it's actually your job to get those people to put their hands up. I spent 15 years working for a beautiful organisation in Australia called the Rites Foundation. And I was so lucky to be mentored by a man that you may know of, Jim Steins. Yeah? So Steinsy, as I used to call him, was a father figure. And for those of you who don't know who Jim is, he got drafted to AFL, one of the first Irishmen to ever do that, and he was really successful. 244 consecutive games. I don't know anything about football, but that sounds really good. But here he was, as he became an AFL superstar, he found himself realising there was more to life. And so by the time Jim had passed away, unfortunately, from cancer in the last couple of years, last year actually, which is still very tender for me, and to be here, he would just be so proud. I can just feel him nudging me, go, good one. That was really bad, I said, I'm sorry. But Jim, you see, he had a vision that all young people could have the self-belief and support to realise their potential and dare to dream. And it was so simple. He got young people to believe that they could do that and go on a journey, and then run workshops and camps and courses where you got to explore who you were. And that little voice in your head that says, don't do it. You look like an idiot, or don't put your hand up, or you can't do that. We were taught to turn that voice down and listen to what we truly loved about ourselves, our family, our friends, the things that got us excited, like music or painting or engineering, whatever floats your boat. So here we created this amazing space in Australia for kids that ended up working with 500,000 young people. And still to this day, 20 years later, it continues because some Irish dude thought it was kind of cool to get kids to believe in themselves. And I find myself in Ireland this week with the honour to speak at Trailblazery, but because Tony Griffin and Carl Swan watched the documentary that Jim put together and decided he'd do it with Irish kids. And so they've created the SOAR Foundation. And I'm so proud to be here once again. But it wasn't always something I didn't always feel so proud, if I was to be really honest. And I love talking about this because I feel like if you're really listening to me, you're really, really listening, like wholehearted listening, this might have something to do with your journey. I never used to believe in myself because I had two thoughts in my head, and they were, you're damaged and you're not good enough. And I was damaged because in my family there was incest, something that never gets spoken about. And the more we didn't speak about this act that was horrific or something that you never, ever, ever, ever spoke about, the more I started to realise there was something wrong with me. Why can't we talk about this? And so in my family, now we can talk about it, and now we've forgiven each other. Can you believe it? I actually hang out with my brother who sexually abused me, because I understand what he was going through. At the bottom of my stomach, I really understand it. And I'll never forget, and it was never right what he did, but he didn't know. And so here I have this beautiful forgiveness for him, but not even it's for me, because I sit here constantly and I say to myself, I forgive myself on every level, in every way. You're a little girl, you didn't know. And then I think about why I thought I was so damaged was when both my parents died. Dad when I was 14, Mum when I was 20, and here I was saying, I will never let anyone into my life again. I can't go through that pain. And I didn't realise till I got older, when you combine that I'm damaged and I'm not good enough, I saw it everywhere. I was wearing glasses everywhere I went. Somebody said something, somebody did something else, I'd be like, oh, I'm not good enough. That's what that actually meant to me. And I realise, and I say it to everyone tonight, it's not so bad when you say, you know what? It's my thoughts that are creating my reality. I never needed fixing. I didn't. It was my thoughts did. And there are so many resources in this world, and this is what I say to the teenagers and the adults and everyone I work with now. There are so many tools and resources out there for you to actually be able to say, hell yes, I love myself. There are so many. Google. Huge one. Self-esteem, what is it? Oh yeah, I could probably do that. So I encourage you at this point to maybe think about somebody in your life that shaped who you are, like a Jim Steins. Who is that? Take your mind through. How did they shape you? What did they say to you? Good and bad. Maybe you need to forgive them, or maybe you need to celebrate them. And I also encourage you to think about somebody in your life that needs you to believe in them. But don't believe in them and say, hey, you can do it, tap on the back, whatever. Share with them vulnerably of what you've learned, the message on your own hero's journey. If you know what I mean, yeah. Share with them your message, but tell them the story so that they get it, that you've been through it, that it's okay to talk about it, to say, I am where I am and it's okay. Does that make sense? So my final thing is, all you're going to need there, actually all I ever need is 20 seconds of courage. You get me? It's like, I can't do that, no way. But 20 seconds of courage, and repeat these words after me. Let's see how these land with you. Say, I'm allowed. I'm allowed. Now say, I've got permission. I've got permission. 20 seconds of courage with those on your back. All the people who've come behind you, your ancestors. It makes you stand stronger, doesn't it? So, 20 seconds of courage, and think about it. Maybe there's somebody you need to believe in, or maybe you need to believe in yourself, or there's something that you want to do. I have a really big feeling in my life at the moment, which is the universe is screaming yes at us, like consistently saying, yes, do this, yes, do that, come to this event, come to this event. But we say no to it, don't we? So, again, just a reminder to you all, just say yes, even to the no's. It's that simple. So, how many of you love who you are? Hands up. Come on, 20 seconds of courage.